right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George "Rush" Saint-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing of beauty.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George Saint-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George Saint-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George Saint-Pierre, he truly changed the game.
GSP George Saint-Pierre has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. All right, so all eyes are on Khabib Nurmagomedov. Daniel, as your former teammate makes his return to competition here tonight, a lot of us felt like this moment would not materialize. He's chasing 30-0 now.
He's chasing 30-0. I mean, he's one of the only guys to get out of this thing clean. Nobody goes undefeated unless your name is Khabib Nurmagomedov. The guy has fought the best. He is a guy that lets you know what his intentions are, and he goes out there and he works the game plan. He's going to get in your face. He's going to try to overwhelm you with his wrestling. And you look at his boy, Hasbulla, in the corner. Khabib Nurmagomedov's looking for a big night.
The Dagestani social media legend, Hasbulla Magomedov, in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov, ready to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, George "Rush" Saint-Pierre. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Do it.
Well, they say everybody loses in mixed martial arts. I guess everybody except the Eagle, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Impossibly difficult to get this guy off of you once he takes you down. How do you prevent that from happening is the question for the opponent tonight. All right, early action.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, in the night, that will land you right on the spot. He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single collar tie.
Oh, late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done. Well, you got to think he might be trying to set up that overhand again. He's found a home for it all night long. Let's see if that holds true. Now he's got the single collar in the clinch.
Huge knee land.
The takedown is not there. Whiffs on that offering. Well, that overhand big weapon for him throughout his career. It's been there all night. Look for him to go back to it here. Oh, nice land there by Nurmagomedov when he made his UFC debut. Oh, beautiful entry as he secures the double leg takedown. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. they try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in, and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Let's work. I'm gonna stand you up. We need to work.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Remain in the round.
Big ground and pound.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Nurmagomedov. All right, there's that switch kick, DC.
He switches his feet really fast, sees the reaction of his opponent, then will choose where to land the strike.
Oh, brilliant execution to land the roundhouse. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. "45 seconds to go here in round one." Well, you know the book on this guy, very cerebral and tactical on the feet, and there is that inside leg kick.
Just a quick switch of the hips, and boom, inside leg kick land.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Round two next. Heading back to the corner now after a competitive round. And Saint-Pierre's got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding.
Go out there and I want you to get this takedown.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two is underway. Just touching him with the jab. Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Oh, huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, how good was that judo toss?
There it is. Now he's running them out. Oh, he got to his spot. Nice transition.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by George Saint-Pierre. Right into side control.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Saint-Pierre going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Pretty good work with the strike there from bottom position.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by GSP.
You're winning here.
Under a minute now to go in the round.
Oh my goodness, that Dart choke is very tight.
And this might just be a matter of time. Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the fighters, however compromised, make their way back to the feet.
They may be tired, but that tired, that fatigue is warranted. That was a high-level grappling exchange between two phenomenal grapplers.
You couldn't fail that last round. That's not going to happen this time. I need you to get back out there aggressive. Let this guy know who you are. You got a chance.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
All right, here we go. Next round is underway. You saw him work his submission game a bit in the previous round, and he is all offense, man. He's not afraid to get into a bad position to try to close the fight.
Most times, we don't see guys that attack running up with their back. This guy, you never have any place to rest.
And right into side control. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by GSP.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov. Moving his head here on the ground, champ.
I mean, this guy is very active off of his back, and it helps him to evade those strikes.
3 minutes now to go in this one. Setting up an armbar now. Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight. He's got it locked in.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Nurmagomedov.
Nice shot there by the champ.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first.
Nice. Great defense by this fighter.
You need to work out this position.
All right, side control now. Lands with the ground and pound here.
Lands a nice punch from his back. Oh, right into mount.
Under a minute now to go. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, nice work. Take a deep breath and relax. Recover. Excellent pace last round. Now we're going to kick it up. He doesn't know you have a whole nother beat.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. 2 men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be hard. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by George Saint-Pierre.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Nurmagomedov. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud.
Nice pass.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes. Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Nurmagomedov's body getting all sorts of bruised up on that right side now. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks. He's got to be careful here. That was a swift transition. Great job landing from the top position.
Saint-Pierre's back in full mount. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes up.
Nurmagomedov's looking for that arm triangle now. Ooh, arm triangle's in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, he's out.
It's work. Come on, stand up. It's work.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. The ground strikes starting to pile up. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. 10 seconds now to go in the round.
Massive shots from the top.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books.
All right, great round, bud. Relax, take a deep breath and listen. You are outstriking this guy. He's trying to make this an ugly fight, though. Don't get suckered in.
All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes. Volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. All right, so here we go with the next round. Shades of your teammate Khabib Nurmagomedov in round 1. That's some serious ground control.
Oh, absolutely. And the ground and pound starts with just tremendous control. And if you watch Khabib, just as we're watching this young man right now, they're always in control of the opponent's movements. So when the opponent goes left, they don't try to fight him and pull him back right. They just follow the hits. It's almost like they ride the wave. It's insane to watch a guy that has so much confidence.
Nice judo toss for him there. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by George Saint-Pierre.
And there you go, again, half guard. Now he's going full mount.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Under 3 minutes remain in this 5th and final round. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Another ground and pound strike lands. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by George Saint-Pierre. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded. Saint-Pierre's going for the rear naked choke.
Oh, my goodness, what happened? This is a terrible position.
Final seconds of the fight. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 48-48. Judge 2 scores it 49-46, Saint-Pierre. And Judge 3 scores it 49-47 for the winner by majority decision and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, George Rush Saint-Pierre.
All right, so another dominating effort out of the UFC Hall of Famer George Saint-Pierre. No surprise as the scorecards are rendered GSP across the board by decision.
Most times when George Saint-Pierre walks to the center of the octagon to get the decision read, he is sure that he has done enough to win the fight. Tonight, that was the case as he wins another fight by decision.